Hello, and this is a FlashBlack review. Why is it a FlashBlack? Because we're flashing back, and I'm black and lazy at the moment. So, while I covered the first of the despicable, horrible crap, half-assedly written, shitty Twilight series, my associate here will cover the second book because she has a rant to do about it, and I want to see it. So, without any further ado, let's welcome Lizzie Klein do New Moon, our flashback.
Uh, Alright, so unlike my friend over here, who has to just throw himself in front of the camera, I have actually read all of the Twilight stories,
And they all suck either way.
and I have seen all up into the recently released Breaking Dawn.
I've seen the first three. I didn't like the third one because Bella broke her hand. But she should have gotten, like, never mind. No,
You done ranting? Alright
for
then.
now.
He shook his head yes. So, New Moon starts out. Bella and Edward.
In Field of Flowers.
Well, it starts out with
Remember,
Bella having this
we
strange
haven't gotten to
dream.
the whole.
What the hell are you whispering about?
We haven't gotten to the whole. Okay, so. Yeah.
Shut up.
Ow!
One good use of these books. I can use them as weapons. And they actually hurt. Anyways. Breaking... Oh, why was I going to say Breaking God, I hate doing this. Anyways, New Moon starts out. Bella has this strange dream where she's in a field. And my friend is doing weird dramatic acting over here. She's in a field with Edward. And there's... Oh, look, her grandmother. She walks over and notices every movement she makes, her grandmother makes. Until finally she realizes it's not her grandmother, but it's her as an old woman. Can you knock it off? Which is highly strange. Anyways, it goes on from there. They go to school. She goes to school, and of course, everyone there, well, mostly the Colons, are wishing her happy birthday, which she does not like because it reminds her that she is growing older, while Edward is not. And will you knock it off?
I knew that was coming.
He just loves getting his ass beaten with a Twilight book. So yes, both Edward and Alice are wishing her a happy birthday while she keeps
Mopes.
moping and wishing it for not to be a
So
birthday.
that's the thing with the Twilight series, that everyone is always bitching about something. And normally, I think that if you have a right to bitch about something, bitch about it. If you're a fictional character and you have the right to bitch about it, bitch about it. Like, although I think Twilight did it the way I would prefer Harry Potter to do it, where in Harry Potter, Harry bitched only in the fifth book and kind of got over it after that, but I hated the fifth book anyways, so he kind of ruined it. Whereas in Twilight, every single main character, specifically those named Bella, Edward, and Jacob, bitch and 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 bitch about everything that happens in their meaningless lives, or to put it in Edward's case, his existence. But yeah, that's all they do. They're just bitching. Okay, back to you, Liz.
Oh, right, as I'm climbing.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Mom just came home. Anyway, so yes. It later goes on until Alice says, "We're throwing you a surprise party at our house. Yay!" And Bella's like, "Great."
One human, room full of vampires.
That
Nothing could
can't
possibly
go
go
wrong.
wrong.
Can it? So yes. She ends up over at the Collins, and they have a little party and everything, and they're giving her... Rosalie's in her bitchy mood that Bella still knows about the fact that they're all vampires, and she is hanging with them. I suppose I have no fucking clue what's her problem. Never really understood it.
Don't really care for it.
Exactly. Anyways, and, well,
The klutz.
they decide, oh, we're going to give you a box
Wrapped.
wrapped with paper, and let's see. You're a klutz and can hurt yourself in it.
And you
Any
fall
possible
all
ways.
the time.
Will you just shut up? Totally, opening a present is such a good idea for her. Well, of course, Bella being Bella, slits her thumb on the piece of paper, and with the smallest amount of drop of blood, forces Jasper to freak out and want to devour her, causing Edward, for no apparent reason,
To push her into a wall.
do you want to do this? Yes, to shove her, not merely jump in front of her and move her out of the way. No, he has to throw his whole weight into her and throw her across the room into glass, causing her to end up with more problems. Seeing as everyone is all, oh shit, blood, let's go and devour the human.
That probably was the best in the movie, though. They're all looking at her like,
Food. Well, the only sane person in the group, everyone has to leave the room. Well, the only sane person, Carlisle, who, unlike the others, is able to control himself quite more, is left explaining to Bella why Edward does not want to turn her into a vampire. Which, to me, is, again, completely stupid. Saying as, oh, he sees themselves as damned, and therefore, if he turns her into a vampire, she too will be damned. And it's like, that makes no sense whatsoever. Anyways, so after this whole little incident, Edward returns her home, and already Bella notices there's something wrong with him. Yet doesn't blatantly ask, what is your problem?
there's always wrong with Edward. Though.
So, she demands, since it's technically my birthday, and even though she was against the whole birthday idea, she's like, you know what? I want you to kiss me. Because I just want you to kiss me. So he kisses her, and as he's kissing her, she thinks, this seems odd. Which, how a kiss can feel odd, I do not understand.
Well, he is pretty much a walking marble statue.
No, the way she describes it is, it feels like he's saying goodbye. I don't exactly know if that's the exact words, and I don't feel like looking it up. And I'm keeping this on my hand because you're going to say something stupid and I want to whack you with the book. Anyways, so...
Could it be foreshadowing for a later event?
Shut up! So...
Okay.
Forces me to beat his ass every day.
Go.
Yes, we're already at 8 minutes, dude.
Just go.
So, yes. Next day, Edward is nowhere around. Bella goes to school, he's not there. He doesn't pick her up, doesn't do anything. She returns home and finds Edward waiting for her. So, by the edge of the woods. And, being as stupid as she is, instead of going, hey, let's go inside the house and talk, he's like, she actually listens to him and says, follow me. And they walk into the woods. Why would you follow a vampire into the woods?
Well, they are technically dating, aren't they?
Huh?
They are technically dating, aren't they?
Yes, they are technically dating, but still, he's a vampire. And it's the woods.
If we run out of time on this review, we will cover it in a part 2 of this. So.
Yes, because my friend is an idiot and won't shut up. So yes, she follows him in, and he tells her blatantly, him and his family have to leave. Carlisle is getting to the age where he's supposed to look like he's in his 30s, and yet he still looks like he's in his 20s. So, of course,
anti-aging cream.
Bella... Stupidest things. So, of course, Bella asks, when are we leaving? And he says, you're not coming with us. And she's like, what? And he just says, you're not coming with us, and therefore tells her he does not want her with him, and is pretty much breaking up with her, and says, this is the last time you see me, kisses her, and walks away.
Kind of a fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much. That is okay for you to say. And Bella being Bella, instead of
Taking it
turning
well.
around and going back home to, well, what just happened to your screen?
Okay, yeah.
That was weird. Anyways, she decides, oh, I'm going to follow Edward into the woods. Who does that? Who will follow someone? He's a one. He's a vampire. Two. You're in the freaking woods.
Sukune.
That's enemy. It doesn't count. They're expected to do stupid things, but still, you don't follow any creature deeper into the woods. That only results in major trouble. So yes, Bella follows deeper into the woods until finally she is running for God only knows why. You're so lucky I don't have my hardcover book. I would swear if I had Eclipse, you'd be dead right now. So yes, she runs until finally it gets too dark for her to see, and being the klutz she is, trips and lands. Instead of being okay, I should get up and go home.
Wait a minute. Was she following him during the day, or
at the end of the day? She continued running until it got really dark, and then she just fell and he hit himself. Fell until pretty much where she landed, she laid there moping and just
moping?
Yeah, just plain out moping. It was just until finally, while she's laying there moping, she senses, well, she hears something weird, and then she is not there yet. She is there. She notices, oh, someone is carrying her, and she hears her dad calling for her and stuff, and he's like, oh my god, my daughter, and stuff, and everything, and then she's just mumbling, he's gone, Dad, he's gone. And he's like, well, he takes her back in the room, and, well, she passes out. And from then on, as you get into the book, at the beginning, to illustrate, I don't know what, that Bella, I don't never understood, but from what I've heard from others, you end up at the end of that with this.
October.
A page with the date. And there's not one page. Let's count. 1.
October.
2.
November.
I can't change the page, damn it. 3.
December.
4.
January.
Fucking pages of nothing. She just completely put a month in the center of the page and left it like that.
Murderer.
When I saw that, I was like, is this a typo? I went through the book. I was at the bookstore and I looked through the others and noticed they all had the same thing. And I was sitting there thinking, what the fuck, Stephanie Meyer? Why have four pages with nothing on them but one word? That makes no freaking sense.
And it's killing trees.
Exactly. God.
Let's go there for a second.
Now I am because you said so.
Yeah, just kill trees, Stephanie Meyer. You know, throughout your crappy half-assed romance here. Just murder a bunch of them. How many of these have sold out? More than either one of us care to count. So that's how many trees she's killed for the sake of this?
Yes, but it just annoys the hell out of me. And of course, she doesn't stop there.
You're at the 14-minute mark, Liz. Goes to 15:30.
Alright, so, yeah, she doesn't stop there. She goes on with Bella being in such a depressing mood. Like, Edward is her life, and without him, she is nothing.
Which is kind of ironic since he's no longer living.
Yeah, it is ironic. It's like he's not even alive. But anyways, it's just, for half the freaking book, or most of the book, she is in a depressing mood, and it's literally, I had a hard time finishing the story. The only reason why I got into the Twilight stories in the first place was because I kept on having friends who wouldn't shut up until I read the stories. And I have to go because, well, we're about out of time. I will continue my ranting of this freaking book
in the following video.
in the following one. Goodbye.
This has been a FlashBlack review of
With
New Moon with Lizzie Klein and your FlashBlack.
barely.
Stay tuned.